Hey everyone, welcome back to Lammy's Travels. Reporting on day 3, although it's day 4 now. It's a bit grey and overcast and ordinary, but we're still having a good time. The weather had to change at some point, but today wasn't a big deal. And not talking about that, I'm talking about yesterday, day 3. So yesterday we rode from St Goar, St Goarsen, up the Rhine on the left-hand side of the river, through Boppard and Spey and Lahnstein and up to Koblenz, which is where the Mosel River, which is here, meets the Rhine River. So it's a very famous place in Germany. So the other thing I didn't mention is I'm actually recording this up on deck for something a bit different. So there might be a boat that goes past, it might not, who knows, we'll wait and see. Anyway, so this is little St Goarsen, where we stayed overnight. Lovely little town on the river. And across from the other side is St Goar. And this is Berg Rheinfels. This is Berg Rheinfels up on the hill at St Goar, which is very nice, and obviously one of the river cruises going through. Here we are in the morning, ready to set out on our trusty steeds. Jacqueline as well. And this is just a short way down the road, and this is Berg Mouse up on the right-hand side on the river. That's our boat, actually, that had headed off to meet us up the road. We stopped in at a lovely little town on the way, and that was called, I forgot the name of it. Oh, it's this Boppard, of course. Boppard was a beautiful little place, and we had a coffee there, and it had the usual thing, entrances into the town from the 1400s. Some really, really nice architecture and buildings. That's one of the entrances through the walls into the town, and a lot of cafes on the riverside, which was just fantastic. So that was a really, really nice spot to spend some time. Another one of the entrances through, and that's looking back at Boppard as we continued on up the river. This is another really nice house, and just nearby was these are the guiding signs that we use as we ride. It gives you the distance, of course, and obviously the direction and a few other different places. So we were heading back from St Goar. So Boppard was 16 kilometres from there. We stopped by the river to have a nice little picnic lunch. Strangely enough, on this beach I didn't take any pictures, but there are lots of little cockle shells which you find at the beach at the sea, and this is a freshwater river, so that's a bit unusual. I don't know why. This is a beautiful castle called Marksburg. Now, unfortunately, it is open to the public, but it's on the opposite side of the river where we were, and we couldn't get to it, so that was a little bit unfortunate. But it is really, really a beautiful castle. There's a ubiquitous selfie, and there's a couple more shots. There's a big close-up of it. You can see some of the people there who are obviously doing a tour. Then we stopped at a little place called Rennes, and it was a tiny, tiny little place. It was all shut at lunchtime, but there were some really nice little buildings here, a couple little bars, and that's the town hall. So beautiful little spot. And then just before we got to Koblenz, there's a Schloss Stolzenfels, which again you can visit. We didn't have time, unfortunately, to visit that. And then we arrived at Koblenz, and this is some magnificent palace that I can't recall the name of. This is Koblenz itself. There's a cable car, I've got a better picture that goes over it, and this is a Festung Ehrenbreitstein is the fortress up here, and you can get the cable car across the river. This is the Rhine River to the fortress. This is an area called Deutsches Eck, which is German corner, and this is a huge statue, as you can see by the scale, of Wilhelm, who was a big leader. It was actually blown up in the Second World War, and it took 40 years until the reunification of Germany before they actually replaced it. So that was a little bit interesting. There he is, Kaiser Wilhelm, and that's German corner. So this is the Rhine River here, and this is the Mosel River here. So they come in and join. And just look at the artwork, eagle, a few serpents, don't know the significance of that. And this is just where we had our boat parked up for the night. in Koblenz. And I think that's the end. Yes, it is. So there you go. Another exciting video. I'll do another one tomorrow. I'll get this one up. And I hope you're all going well. And we didn't get a barge go past, but oh well, that's life. And we'll look forward to seeing you all again tomorrow. Bye for now. Cheerio.